Yeah.
Yes, I see them.
Okay.
I don't want to give the wrong answers just because of the stupid mask.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I have to concentrate.
Okay, and you're going to look back at the screen again in front of you. And oops. Why is that not coming on? There we go. Okay. So looking at the screen there now in the dark, how many dots do you see?
3 on here, and I see 3 on here, and there is 1 isolated.
Okay.
So 3 red, 3 green. There is 1 isolated one from the green ones.
Okay. And how about now?
2 and 3.
2 and 3?
Yeah, 2 and 3.
Okay. So can you fuse your eyes so the bottom one on both of the images come together and overlap? So the bottom red one and the bottom green one, can you get them to fuse together?
Yeah, I see 2 here and 3 here. Yes, I see them
Okay.
at the same time. Yes.
But can you, so it's like this, right? When you just take the glasses off for a sec, so you see 2 red ones over here and then 3 green. So this bottom green one and the bottom red one, can you get your eyes to come together so that they overlap? So the bottom red and the bottom green come together? No? Try it.
At night,
If you try to fuse your eyes, can you get them to come together?
no, I see the red. Okay, I see 2 here, and exactly that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
3 and 2, and this is the green one.
Yeah.
And they're separated by distance.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's fine. You can take those off.
And this green with light, and this one with very pale light.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'll take those off.
Now I can see the 4 of them, like white, 2 blue, and 1 red on top. All of them at the same time. I noticed that when I'm turning the heater at night, if I see 2 orange lights, and I try to fuse them, like when I turn on the heater, and when there is no light, 0 light, and I see 2 of them. When I turn on the light, if I see just 1.
I can explain why that happens. So when your eyes are in the dark, your brain does not have information about where things are in space, right? It's just, you can't see any depth because it's dark. So when there is a light out there and your eyes are relaxed and they're not fused together, then you're getting a doubled image. You're seeing double in the dark, okay? When the lights are on, your brain wants to put the 2 together. Like that's the natural function for binocular vision, right? So the brain always tries to fuse the images. So when you have other cues around you, you can use your brain will use the information to line things up. And then your eyes have an easier time to work and fuse. Like you probably notice, I don't know, is this true? Like you see double vision less during the day than you do at night? Yeah, right? Because there's more light and there's more information available to your brain for maintaining fusion. Like the biggest problem right now is, well, there's 2 main things. So the first one is that there's this overcompensation for the exotropia, right? Like your eyes are sort of intermittently esotropic now. And your muscles are working to try and overcome that until the muscle tension relaxes or releases a bit over time. Now the question, and you know, like the orthoptist said, like nobody knows how this is going to work out, right? Because had you had strabismus surgery when you were younger?
When I was 3 years and 10 months in Spain, in Barcelona.
Okay.
1977.
Right.
In the summer.
And originally, were your eyes exotropic or esotropic?
I think they were turned in esotropic.
So they were esotropic to start.
If I remember correctly.
So
it's very difficult.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously over the years, the muscles relaxed enough that you became exotropic, right? So they were drifting out.
Yeah, and I noticed that when I was 17.
Right.
This was straight and this was coming out, and then this was straight and this was coming out.
Yeah, exactly. So what Dr. Budning tried to do is to go and tighten things, and you know, it's a little bit of an art and it's a little bit of a science. Like they try to, I mean, he has obviously a lot of experience. He's been doing strabismus surgery for years, but you know, they don't know how people's muscles are going to react, right? They just try to, you know, make the best alignment that they can. And as I say, with exos, they want to veer on the side of esotropia or eso deviation, or like what we call esophoria, so that over time, if it relaxes and lets go, then there won't be as much tension. But there's a lot of tension there. I mean, I can see that right now. Like your eyes are definitely struggling. Now, one thing that we may want to consider is whether to give you a prescription that has some relieving prism in it. Like we can prescribe prisms in your glasses that, you know, I'm not sure, I'm just thinking out loud here about whether this is like something we should do now, or maybe we wait a little longer and see. I don't know how much this is sort of, you know, obviously it's bothering you and you're frustrated with it, and, you know, this whole, like, you feel like you can't be working and you can't study because your eyes are so tired all the time and stuff. Like, sometimes people will wear prism glasses to relax that tension so that there's less sort of strain on the eye muscles. And so the question would be how much prism to put in the glasses, you know. We usually start with a small amount and see if it works and see if the person is more comfortable.
So is it now the problem why I'm seeing double vision? Because this is turning, because they are not 100% in the center?
Correct.
That's the reason?
Yeah. They're overcompensated, right? So before surgery, your eyes were going like this, right? Mm-hmm. One would drift out to the side, or the other one would drift out to the side, right? If I'm you looking out, before your surgery, your eyes would do this or this. So they tighten the muscles in here and in here to try and bring them straight. But in doing so, they've ended up a bit like this.
And it is obvious, I think.
Well, it's obvious to me because I know what I'm looking for. Like when I look at you, I mean, it looks good, like cosmetically, and you don't have the drift out, right? Which is great. Like that's a really good thing.
He told me that I will improve you 85% or above. I cannot give you more accurate answer than.
Right.
Dr. Budning told me that from the beginning.
Yeah. So you've ended up a little bit like this, and the question is over time, will it settle out? Will, you know, and what you're doing is good. Like these eye exercises and stuff are a very positive thing. And I saw in the notes in that paperwork that Dr. Budning had sort of kind of kiboshed the idea of vision therapy. He didn't think that it would be helpful. I would actually disagree. I actually think vision therapy would be helpful. It's similar to the sorts of things that you're doing with these eye exercises, but they take a very stepwise approach to try and give you specific things to do so that it's moving you towards better single vision, like management of your double vision. The problem with vision therapy is it's very expensive.
Very.
Like it's like $80 to $100 a session, and
More than that, and I've been there on November 5th.
yeah.
I talked with a vision therapist.
Whereabouts?
It's called VUE, and I had to take the bus. It's called. It's here in Guelph. There is only one center.
Yeah, no, I know the center. Yeah, so you went to View.
Yes, I went there. I talked to them, and
oh, I didn't know you'd done that.
Yes, it is on November 5th, and I have Hannah.
You went for a consultation.
Yes, I went for a consultation.
Okay.
On November 5th, and I videotaped. I mean, I can prove to you that I went there.
No, that's okay. What did they tell you? Like, did they recommend some treatment?
They told me that it will take 1 to 2 years when it comes to vision therapy, and
with therapy.
Yes, with therapy. And they told me that one eye is like that and one eye is like that.
Yeah.
So they said that it's going to take from 1 to 2 years, and the costs are going to be like, because I have done some work on my own that reduced the cost. It should have been like 6,000. Now it has been reduced. I can send you the contract. I mean, they sent me a contract, and it's for 6 months, I believe.
Okay.
And it's for 3,800.
Okay.
Each session will be for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
They told me that you cannot do more than 3 sessions a week because the brain cannot endure more than that.
Yeah.
So it has to be 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Each session for $160, or you pay them all as a lump sum.
Yeah.
For one time for 3,800.
Right.
Something.
Okay. So, are you going to do that, or are you still thinking about it?
Well, I'm doing the work at home.
Right.
Because it's a lot of,
Yeah, no, it's a lot of
money.
Yeah, I know. I understand it's a lot of money. I wish it was covered by the health card, but okay. I think I have all the information that I need, at least in terms of that paperwork. I guess, so just to let you know, the comment I made about the prism glasses, that is something that I can leave on file. Like, if you want, like, these glasses don't have prism in them, right? So if you want to change your reading glasses to glasses that have prism, or if you want to have like separate pairs, like sometimes people will get like a distance pair for prism glasses and then a reading pair.
The tension. Okay, sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You can have separate pairs of glasses if you like, but
I am under OW at the moment.
Okay.
Which is Ontario.
Yeah. Have you claimed any glasses through OW in the last 3 years? Do you order your glasses here, or do you get them somewhere else?
No, these glasses I just bought them from the shop.
Okay.
I mean, it's not, no.
Okay. Oops. Yeah, so OW does have some coverage for glasses. I think it's like $300 every 3 years or something like that. The staff out front would be able to tell you.
Okay.
But what I'll do is I will put a prism prescription on your file, okay? And you can think about it. If you decide you want to give it a try, I mean, I think the more that you wear them, the more relief you will get. But the tricky thing with prism is that it relaxes the muscles. And so sometimes there's the opinion that if we relax them too much, then they're not going to work, right? And then that's counterproductive to the healing of the muscles and the teaming of the muscles. So it's, we can do it because it'll maybe help you feel better and it may help you function better. But in the long term, it may, and it's very hard to know if this will help your long-term recovery, if it will slow it down or if it won't make any difference. It's really hard to know. But I can understand you're in a fair bit of discomfort. You're getting a lot of severe headaches. So I don't fault you that if you've said enough is enough, I just want something that will help.
See, and I don't ask for help unless I do my very, very best.
Yep,
And
I understand.
I mean, one year, 4 months, give it enough time, try your best,
Yeah,
do the exercise, do the vision therapy, ask for,
yeah,
I've done my everything, then.
right. Okay. So are you at that point right now where you feel like you want to do something, or do you want to give it a little bit more time?
Um, just give it a little bit more
Yeah,
time.
okay.
But
That's
in the
fine.
meantime, I need to get some funds, like,
Yeah, no, I understand.
because I am so scared to work. Imagine that I was going for varicose veins and I was driving. And I mean, I took all that risk, but I'm not gonna do that again because
Yeah.
driving was, I mean,
Yeah,
with that double vision thing, it is a bit scary. But I took that risk. I did not do any accidents
yeah,
because I'm a professional driver, but still.
yeah.
Now, Ontario Works, they paid for the cab, and so I have done the last time for vision therapy.
Okay,
So most,
okay.
but again, when will the double vision at night go away?
Well, I don't have an answer for that, Fatty. It's the same as the other doctors and specialists that you've seen. Like it's very hard to know, what the long-term outcome is going to be with this because everybody is different. Everybody's eyes are different. Everybody's muscle strength and training is different. So, if we get to 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years down the road from this strabismus surgery, and we're still seeing this esotropic deviation, Dr. Budning might have to go in again and try and relax it. Like if it's too tight and it doesn't relax.
With Botox, maybe? Or Botox is not the right.
I don't think they would use Botox, but I don't know. Yeah.
Because I've read about how the eyes work, and this is what is happening, and how the two images, they come from here,
Yeah.
and then how it starts from the infancy, and the topic is fascinating actually.
Yeah.
And I was wondering why I am seeing double vision, because the black and the green, they have to get fusing at each of these points.
The fusional, there's two types of fusion. There's muscle fusion and sensory fusion. So, and they work together, and you can't really have sensory fusion if you don't have good muscle fusion. And right now, your muscle fusion is so-so.
So then it's it's step one, it's for muscle, then it goes for sensory. So then it's step by step.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you cannot.
Muscle, right now, you're just working on trying to manage the muscle fusion, and that is what is straining your system. So once that, if that gets better over time, then the sensory fusion will start to come. And I mean, these sorts of exercises where you're forcing your eyes to be able to see in depth, that's at least giving some stimulus to the sensory system so that it doesn't forget how to see in depth, right?
Ah.
So that's why, like with a vision therapy approach, like at View, they start with the muscle and making sure that they're building up the strength and the ability to fuse the eyes together, and you have it, but it's kind of right on the verge. Like it breaks down very easily, especially when you're tired, or especially if you're just, having too much pain. Then your eyes just relax, and then you get the double vision, right? So, how much of the day, could you give me a number on how much of your day you see double versus not seeing double?
50-50.
Right now it's about 50-50?
I would say 50-50.
Okay.
Like if I put an effort, yeah, but without doing any effort,
Yeah.
mm,
Okay.
then I see too.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, I'll leave the PRISM prescription on your file. If you can leave it with me, I'll try and get that paperwork done this week for you. And then the staff will have it up at the front. They'll call you when it's ready to come and pick up. Okay?
You mean for the forms?
The forms, yeah.
So then in normal kids, all of what I'm going through should have been done by age 4, correct?
Well,
Or 5?
ideally, yes, but I mean, in some children, if they have strabismus from infancy, we try to deal with it as soon as possible so that.
Because I've read about child development too,
Yeah.
and they say by age 4 to 6, then
Yeah.
before you go to school,
A lot of this has happened.
it happened.
But that's in
pers-
normal vision development.
happened.
See, you may not have really had a normal vision development
Development.
because you had strabismus as a child. So now you're trying to catch up on all this lost time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now
So
yeah, exactly.
No, I mean I totally understand your case. It's a very complicated history. And I mean I feel bad for you because like I can understand that you're in a lot of pain.
Yes, because my
and-
life is being ruined now. What can I
Yeah.
do? I cannot read, I can't study, I can't do nothing.
Do you wish that you hadn't done the strabismus surgery?
No.
You're happy that you did it?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good.
I mean, it did not make things perfect, but it improved, I would say, 85%,
Okay,
which is not bad.
right.
I mean, it's a major leap forward, yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. Well, I got to move on to my next patient, but I've got everything I need for now, okay?
Okay.
And we'll keep in touch, okay?
So now, what about my vision? Am I still in the 20/20 range, or where am I?
So you were,
Or no need to worry about it, just the same
Yeah.
like last time.
yeah, I mean, it was not perfect 2020. You were coming in about, like you were getting some letters on the 2020. I would say it was about 2025 with a few letters on 2020, so it's still good.
And you need 4,
You need 4 to get the row.
the row.
Yeah. Okay? But that's okay. So I'll just bring you up to the front, okay?
So this might take like 2 years or 3 years?
Well, I don't know.
It-
Like I said, I mean,
No definite answer.
I
Nobody.
can't give you a time frame because I mean, I think you're doing all the right things, and
And keep doing these exercises for 20 minutes a day. That's enough.
yeah. I mean,
or more.
the other thing that I would, think about is if you paid the money to see View for a consultation.
Yeah, 300.
I'm wondering if they could give you a few things that you could do on your own at home. Like that you just looked up on your own, but they may be able to give you a recommendation, even if you're not doing the therapy at their office. You could ask them, look, can you give me 4 things that I could do at home on my own because I don't have the money to pay to come in. Can you just, and they might charge you, they might say, well, we're going to charge you to design an at-home plan. But even if you have to pay like $100 or $200 instead of $3,800, they could maybe give you some suggestions on stuff to do on top of these little sort of stereo circles.
I usually did. That's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah, but you want to look at doing fusional training, right? That's the big thing for you is you got to work on your fusional training. So it's right kind of on the verge. That's the weakest part of the progress is you've got to get that building of the fusional reserve. Yeah. Okay?
Okay.
So, Hi, guys, just have a seat. I'm okay, thanks. Just have a seat here. I'm just gonna have to sanitize the room. I'll just be a couple of minutes, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye guys, take care.
You too. Thanks again.
So I'll just bring you up to the front.
Okay, go back to your chair, okay?
Okay, so I'll have the staff give you a call when the paperwork is finished, okay?
Yep, I need to use the washroom.
Okay, that's fine. Yep, it's just right over there.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.